Okay. So, yep. I hope the propagation is going to be okay because that's the whole point. So yeah, I've got the live streaming running. So there we are, mate. Let's see what happens. But the QRM is of course high. But these guys in America, they have actually a specific frequency where they go for AM because the band in the US is much larger. They have like 100 kilohertz more, and it's at the end. I think it's like 3.870 or something. That's where they do the AM transmissions. Back to you, Golf 6 Alpha Delta and 7 OFF. Over.
You have a very big signal here. Still dB over S9. Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox Fox, Golf 6 Alpha Delta.
Yeah, QSL. I see Paul in here as well. I see Paul right now also in the chat. Paul, if you want to give us a call, Golf 4. What is it? Fox Hotel Lima. If you are on the frequency, can you come over on AM there, Paul? I'm standby. I'll listen for you, mate. Over. I heard you in. I think I heard you in that, Paul, but it was really very difficult. So, Paul, I think in AM you need a little bigger signal, but yeah, 80 is coming in pretty well. So, and then it's working out pretty well, unless I have some RTTY or something like that. So, I'm just wondering if it's working, but maybe I think we should do it more in the morning. I don't know. I hope we don't upset anybody. But yeah, Paulie says, you see, AD, Paulie says he has not much power in AM. I never understood why these transceivers, they don't give the same power as Foxtrot mic, but there you are. So yeah. Golf 6 AD for the group, ON7 OFF. I don't know if you heard Paul. Just comment on your next transmission there, AD. Over.
Returning to the group. Yeah, no contact at all from Paul. Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima. But nice to see you. Saw your comment on the stream. So nice to hear you. But nothing heard here. I just heard that when I turned up your audio, Kurt, on your live stream, I did hear the voice back from him, but yeah, nothing heard here on the local station. I've just checked the manual on my rig. It's 25 watts. So that is, I'm on maximum power. So I'm running with 25 watts into the TRAPS dipole. ON7 OFF G6AD.
Yeah, okay. It's a very nice test, So yeah, fantastic. Okay, it works. Yeah, 25 watts. Yeah, I'm using about 100 and something. Oh, more. 200. Yeah, 200 watts here at the moment in the peak. So yeah, that's. I don't know how it sounds, but Paulie told me that the audio seems to be okay. I'm talking a little closer to the microphone. I don't want to overdrive it, So anyway, maybe we should go back to single sideband. Paulie is telling me he just has 10 watts. So. I think that might be the reason why we can't hear him. Golf 6 Alpha Delta and 7 OFF, over.
ON7 OFF, G6AD, yeah, very interesting experiment, enjoyed that, really good fun. But yeah, happy to QSY back to a lower sideband mode on your next over. I'll be back on the LSB.
Okay, let's go lower side again. I'm QSY as well. Okay, this should be it. I'm back. Should be. ON7 OFF, back to Golf 6 Alpha Delta for the group, over.
ON7 OFF, G6AD. Yeah, that was good fun.
And I know exactly what you mean, by the way, about the AM mode. To me, it's nostalgia. It's looking back with, rose-tinted glasses at times gone by when, and I think I've maybe told you one time, I still have original AM 40-channel CB radio smuggled into the UK from the United States back in the day. And even, when you turn it on and there's nobody talking, just that white noise sound, it takes you right back like you were there yesterday. ON7, OFF G6AD.
Yeah, absolutely. This is nostalgia, going back to the time where there was even no single sideband, it was the way people were using radios. It was AM and that's it. There was no other solution. There was nothing else. And all the radio stations were AM as well, and you could hear it, but apparently older people, they start to lose the capability to make the difference between AM and FM modulation. So nostalgia, going back in time there, AD, absolutely. That's the crazy thing about it. FM would be nice too. On this band, nobody ever tries it, but we're allowed, any mode, I'm not against digital, because I was thinking about digital, AD. Of course, there are people interested in digital. I know you're more into voice, like myself. I like the voice, but it's true that when you have I don't know, let's say you have a list of 1,000 people and you need to pass the information of that list. You need to pass 1,000 names, first names and last names. You can't do that with voice. Well, you can, but it's going to take an awful long time. And that's where data comes in handy, because with a file you can transmit the file very quickly. So the fact that some ham operators are doing data, it's also very important, because it definitely has some purposes. If, let's say, they need our services, the government, because there is something happening, internet is down, let's say, and there will still be ability to transport data. So anyway, good stuff, mate. Fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I must say your audio is much stronger and your signal is much clearer in single side, in lower side. So there is a difference, but you can see it in the live stream when you just review it back. There was some QRM at a certain, when you keyed up the first time from RTTY or something. I don't know what was going on. Golf 6 Alpha Delta and 7 OFF for the group. Maybe we should see if Paul is on the site. Golf 4 Foxtrot Hotel Lima. Go ahead, AD.
Quickly back to you, because you have signal, and call Paul in. I had a really good chat with Paul the other day. Interesting guy, really nice guy to talk to, and we had a really long chat about all kinds of things in the hobby, especially his amazing magnetic loop, which you really need to check out on his QRZ. It's a thing of beauty. Back to you, Kurt, quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Let me pass the microphone to Paul. Paul, can you PTT HI over?
Good evening all. Good evening Kurt. Good evening AD. Hope you can hear me, AD. Sorry about not being able to get much more power. I could have put the linear on, but I don't really like to run it up too much on AM. It does the tubing really quickly, so my apologies on that. But you're 40 over 9 here tonight, Kurt, and powerful audio over.
Yeah, QSL, yeah. It's cool, going to AM, it's cool. It's something that nobody really explores in Europe. I know some Dutch guys, they've done it like 2-3 months ago, but seems nobody is really into AM or doing something like that. But I think personally, it's better to do that during the day. So because there is less traffic, and when the propagation is open, you won't be bothered too much by QRM from frequencies right next to the one you're operating. So I could hear you, but it was, I would say, readability was like almost zero, and it's because you lack the power. So what's the transceiver you're running, Paul? Because you told me you get only 10 watts out on AM, right? So I guess the reason must be probably the power output. Golf, what was it called again? Golf 4, Fox Hotel Lima, 7 OFF. 7 OFF.
7 OFF, or 4 Fox Hotel Lima Group. Yes, it's the Fox Tango 990 from Yates. It's quite old girl now. I've never really checked, to be honest, Kurt. I have no idea what the output is on AM. You'll be surprised. There's more people on the band using AM than you realise. You have to go the other side of the band, down to 6.1, 2 around there. I've heard plenty of British stations just in the last few weeks down that end of the band, early evening, and sometimes in the morning, but mostly early evening. In fact, before I scanned around the bands, they were there earlier. And when I heard you were going to AM, I quickly swept down the band to see if they were still around, and then I would have sort of told you the QSY down there and joined their group, but they'd already gone. So that was the story at this end. But I don't know how much the AM is. I suppose I can check. I'll just have to just switch over in a second, and I can tell you exactly how much it's putting out there. Over.
Yeah, QSL, yeah. The problem is my antenna isn't resonant over there. So I either have to make it longer. You know, I can physically touch the ends of the inverted dipole, the uninverted V dipole. So it's just a matter of quickly going outside and add a piece of cable at the edges of the dipole. But WX conditions isn't really favorable, is it, to walk in the snow and do that right now? Yeah, I will have a look. I know maybe in the lower section of the band, maybe most of the people, because I know the upper section is most for intercontinental DX. So fantastic. Yeah, great, mate. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm happy that you guys, you know each other. I didn't know that you knew each other. I think it's a small world. So back to you there, Paul, and maybe pass microphone to 80. Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima from ON7 OFF, over. OFF, over.
7 OFF, for shall return in the group. Yeah, I don't really know. It's just in the mail, and I heard him on the screen, so I was just wishing him my best regards. But I don't know his call, actually. I haven't got his call down here. What's his call there, go over? I thought. Are you still by Kurt?
Yeah, I think maybe 80, Haiti, you're still around? Haiti, you're still around?
Sorry, I didn't.
ON7 OFF G6AD. Yeah, sorry, Kurt. I'm switching between your SDR feed and my local, because I can only hear Paul on your SDR. I've got nothing on him at all on the ground wave. Over.
Okay. Yeah, Paul, he cannot hear you right now. 80 is not able to copy you right now, so he was using the live stream to listen to your signal, but you went straight down, so propagation is changing, I think. So 80, about 80 meters. Do you sometimes go, I don't know, you sometimes come on the air like in the middle of the night talking to the guys in the States, or you just need your night sleep, 80? Golf 6 AD, ON7 OFF. ON7 OFF.
ON7 OFF G6AD. Well, yeah, I do. Yeah, I go up to like 796, right at the top of the phone band. I listen to the big gun stations pulling in the guys from North America and the Caribbean. Sometimes I dive in, you know, just curiosity, and I recognise a few guys. I've spoken to my friend Russ, VE9FI, just the other day on the top part of 80 meters. I've worked a few guys in Canada, and I can hear most of the big gun that come over, but I think I told you before, my output power is restricted due to local QRM issues to 100 watts. The antenna will take a lot more, but the QRM from the XYL is too loud after 100 watts. Over.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, That's something I haven't done yet. I should maybe wake up early. But what time do you get these guys from the States? Is it like 3 a.m. in the morning, or is it more like 5 a.m. in the morning down your way, 80?
Oh no, well, like for the really long stuff, like the ZL, that kind of thing, it's UTC, like 1700, 1800 around there. There's usually some ZL coming in, but the American continent, that's late, very late, like 11 p.m., midnight, this kind of thing. That's when the action seems to be happening. Over.
Yeah, but you're talking about 80 meters, right? Because I know ZL, Zulu Lima, is like in the evening, like the ground, what is it called, the gray line, on 40 I work, but Zulu Lima never work here on, and even the States, I never worked them on 80 so far. So, but I think it's because I'm not on it in time. I think the propagation will behave in a different way when it's going to be summer, you know. So yeah, okay. So yeah, I should sacrifice my night's sleep and give it a try. Talk to these guys just for a second, see if I can make the trip over the pond. I generally, you know, Zulu Lima, a couple of times I had them on 40 meter, but that's it. And Victor Kilo spoke to that guy there in Tasmania a couple of times. Each time it was, I think it was 20 meter. So yeah, I seem to have a direct link to Tasmania. So that's a fantastic one as well. Don't remember his call sign, but I think, let me see, Victor Kilo, I think it was Victor Kilo 7 something. Yeah, Victor Kilo 7, Rod, Romeo Golf. And I worked him I worked him once on 40 meter. So, but 3 times, 3 different occasions I work him on 20 meter, and 1 occasion I work him on 40 meter. So, yeah, okay. Let me see if Paul is still around. You know, because I'm sorry you cannot hear Paul anymore. Paul, you still hear me, right? Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, N7 OFF. 7 OFF.
Noise level is coming down at this end, so improving there, Kurt. But all very interesting stuff. I think you just got to really shop around the bands at different times of the day, but they are there on the AM, and some of them have included, like you said earlier, kit, and it sounds extremely good for its years. Some of it's 40, 50, maybe even older, but it does sound great. I think it is a great thing. It's something that hasn't been used for a long, long time. I think the last time I really used AM was in the 11 meter days, probably 1970 something or other. And you know, it was quite a popular band at the time, AM. I hated it when it went Eagle and went over to FM. It seemed to lose something, and that was it for me. That was I never went really much on it again after that. But it didn't come up to actually let me know there.
Yeah, Paul. Okay, I hope I'm not transmitting together with you. Let me just unkey for a second. Okay, we're not keying up together. Yeah, that's true. But still today, the Super Bowl frequency, what is it, 27025? But these guys are crazy. They just, you know, have these very big amplifiers. Yesterday evening, Paul, I was watching Mud Duck Sharky. Have a look at him. It's on YouTube. Mike Uniform Delta. Duck, so Mike Uniform Delta Uniform Charlie Kilo, and then Sharky Sierra Hotel Alpha Romeo Kilo Yankee. He built himself a 4-pill LD MOS amplifier, and he's getting 8,000 watts out of that amplifier. But these guys, they are completely nuts. They're completely nuts. I don't know how they manage not to burn their coaxial cable, but completely out of this world. And the only reason why they built these amplifiers is to go on AM on the Super Bowl frequency. Absolutely crazy. So, you know, the only thing is with AM, Paul, is that your neighbor can listen with you on his radio, HI, or if you have if you're making QRM, if you're pushing too much power, or if his speaker isn't grounded enough, he will just hear you what you're saying. So otherwise, a single sideband, they don't know what's going on. But when you go on AM, your neighbor might be listening with you. And there's a little anecdote, a little story I need to tell you, Paul. The antenna part that, you know, in the antenna part, you know, that's close to my QTH, when they will take it down, they will take down the very high antenna. But the other antennas, they already took it down. The ones that were used for broadcast service in the past, going to Africa. We have here in Belgium, we have a colony in Zaire, in Congo, and they were very into HF broadcast service on HF for Africa. And they had so much power. There was a guy, he had a dental work done, and the AM radio was resonating in his fillings of his in one of his teeth, and he couldn't sleep. He walked up after he had some problems with his teeth. He walked up to the radio broadcast service station, and he filed for a complaint. He said, "I can hear your station in my mouth 24/7." And they said, "Yeah, you probably need to schedule a new meeting with your dentist, because probably the work hasn't been done very well, and it's vibrating." So yeah, so that's the only thing about AM HI. So, and I don't know these guys on that Super Bowl frequency what they're doing, because, you know, they will probably make QRM anywhere. But most of them are even mobile, so they are big trucks, big trucks. And they have also even big capacitors to charge up everything, and then they can key down like maybe 25 seconds, but then they need to unkey because these big capacitors are discharged, you know. Paul, I'll pass to you the microphone. Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima 170 OFF, over. 70 OFF, over.
017 OFF, 24 Control returning. Okay, Kel, I remember you telling me that story. I had quite a funny story some years ago in the 70s, probably 80s actually. I had a PDL2, 11-meter PDL2 quad, and it was only about 10 meters from the ground, and I used to transmit on it all the time, day and night, 24/7, you know, whenever I could get on there. And one day I got a knock on the door from a local amateur, and he said, you scared the neighbours half to death the other evening. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, they run a chapel meeting at this house right opposite where I was living, and they all come round and they drag out this electric organ and they start having a sing-song and that sort of thing, you know. And during their prayers and whatever, I was transmitting and came over on the organ speakers. It pretty much scared them, you know. These are old people at the time. Bless them, most of them are probably past now, but it was very funny. I said, I said, how did you get involved? He said, well, they knew me, that I knew about electronics. So they were thinking that there was something wrong with the organ, so they were getting these voices through it. He said, all I did, he said, I put a filter on it, he said, and that sorted it out. He said, but I thought I'd let you know. Over.
Yeah, QSL, I have another story to tell you. I don't remember, but back in the old days, when I was on the CB radio, you had channel 1 to 4, channel 1 to 40, right? But you know, the channel allocation here in Belgium is different from the UK. But then you have channel 14, and then you have channel 14 bis. So normally most of the transceivers, they couldn't go to the channel 14 bis, but it was generally used for, you know, some other stuff like baby phones. And one of the usages back in, I'm talking about like 30 years ago, was these remote cars, you know. So you had to take, you know, to how could I say you had the long antenna, and these remote cars, they were like sending like beeps, and the receiver was going to turn the wheel to the left or to the right depending on the beeps that they were transmitting, and then you also could increase the speed of that little car. Now, me and my brother, we heard that because we had a radio that could go to that channel 14 bis, and we figured out that, you know, when you have these little remote control cars back in the 1980s, 90s, they transmit, you know, these little sound and noises on channel 14. But we figured out when you key up, that car wouldn't go anywhere anymore because your signal is much stronger, so it couldn't receive. And once we were with the car and we had the radio in the car, and we see a little boy like playing around with this little car, remote control car, and we heard that we heard that noise on channel 14 bis. But we, you know, bad boys as we were, when he started to play with his little car, we just started to transmit, and the car wouldn't go anywhere, right? So little boy, he tries and checks his car, and, you know, we could look at this little boy playing around, and, you know, we were bad boys, you know, so when you have this kind of stuff, you just make fun of it. And then he goes inside and he calls his dad, and when his dad starts to control the radio, we didn't push on the PTT microphone, so the dad goes in again. He starts to play again, doesn't work again. So finally, the dad comes back and he says, "I don't see a problem because we don't PTT." And he changes the batteries in the car. He changes the batteries in the transceiver. Oh gosh! So we had a little bit of fun, but finally we ended up, you know, annoying that little boy because he didn't know what was going on. So that's, you know, that's how bad we were in the past there. So there you go, Paul. Not a little story, but it's how it was back in the old days, you know. So fantastic stuff. But that's a little story that I had to tell. Anyway, Paul, now you know I'm a bad boy. Back to you there. Golf 4, Foxtrot Hotel Lima, ON7 OFF, and in the group with Golf 680. Golf 680.
ON70FF, G4 officer returning. Yeah, okay, I'll let you pass it around to 80 in a minute. I want to leave him out, taking over the combo. Yeah, it was really funny. I was laughing my head off at that one. But yeah, there are plenty of stories. I think by that time I had quite a posh CB. The first one I had cost me about 65 quid under the table in a restaurant back in 1974, I think it was, some 75. American import. It was a piece of junk. In fact, it ran the best when I blew it up. I cross-polared it. It was, you know, I used to run a DV27 on a little fire guard, you know, the metal fire guard in front of a fire, and a small power supply, sometimes a battery, and I put the negative on positive and vice versa, and it blew the diode in the back. Well, at the time I didn't have one, so I just bridged it across, and the radio ran better than ever, you know. After I quickly got rid of that, but I got a President Grant, studied the circuit a little bit, and then we started blowing the EEPROMs up, you know, sticking other chips in, so we really could get away from sort of the AM and start using the SSB, and that was alive then, you know, right down to about 26 335 up to, you know, to the top of it. So it was pretty free in them days. Yeah, it was fun. And it just opened other doors into other things, you know. And then years later, I'm still at it. I had a small break from it, but not for very long. But I think I sort of accelerated on the hobby since lockdown, like a lot of people, you know. It does give us some communication with the outside world. And I think that's why I found CB so appealing at the time. It wasn't because it was a phase or something, you know, there were very few people doing it, but it gave you the opportunity to make friends around the world in a very, very small space of time without leaving your living room or bedroom, in my case. I was just coming into my apprenticeship then. But that seems a long, long time ago. I'm sort of 4 months short of the big 6-0 now, Kurt. So, you know, those years have gone really quickly. And, yeah, good memories, though, good memories. Anyway, I'll pass it back to you, and I'll just go and get a cup of tea. I'll still have the stream on in the radio, so I'll let you pass it round to Adi there. And, as I say, I don't know Adi, but I was listening to the stream on the stream.
Yeah, QSL, Golf 4, Fox Hotel Lima, N7 OFF. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm going to take the occasion also to go QRT. I have a couple of more things to do before I go to bed. And, yeah, we'll definitely have more occasions to talk there, Paul, for sure. But, fantastic. I'll see if AD is still around. AD, sorry, I hope you didn't fall asleep. But, yeah, I think the story about that little remote car was also a funny one. So yeah, that's why you have the power, you know, more power than a transceiver of that small remote-controlled radio. AD, go ahead, and then I'll go QRT after your transmission there. Golf 6 AD or N7 OFF for the group. Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima in the back. Over. Lima in the back. Over.
N7 OFF, G6 AD. Yeah, but I'm listening with interest and having a good laugh. Yeah. I think there's also some fun to be had with central locking systems on motor cars on the UHF, VHF, but that's one for another day. Maybe I'll fly. Fantastic. Please pass my best regards to Paul before you clear, Kurt. And thanks for making the QSY to this frequency for a chat, and also for the good fun experiment on the AM mode. Really cool. But we will do that again for sure. G6AD in company, back to ON7 OFF 73, and good night.
I'll do a live stream only for AM. There's going to be something in the air like this. I think it would be fun. Absolutely. I think we should program that somewhere. But it better be a quiet day. I think maybe during the day. I'm not sure if you operate during the day as well, AD, but if I have some time somewhere, you know, can do that. 73. 80, take care. Paul, I have to say hello from 80. He can barely hear you, so I just have to pass the greetings from his side to your side. So let me do the relay. 73, take care. Golf 6 AD or N7 OFF with Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima. We're going QRT. 73, thanks guys.
Yeah, 73's Kurt. All the best. I'll catch you later on. I think just come on the frequency as well. So am I free to take the frequency there, Kurt?
Yeah, go ahead. You just carry on with some calls there, mate. No problem. 73's, take care, Paul, and also to you there, AD. Take care. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. I'll stop the live stream.
73,
pleasure's been all mine, Kurt. Catch you later on. Take care, mate. M0 IRB. Is that you on the side there, Sam? This is Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima. I did hear somebody with a comment there. I thought it was a friend, but the comment, are you still by the frequency? This is Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima. M0 IRB, M0 IRB, G4FHL. You by, Sam?
QRZ.
Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, Germany 4 Florida Hotel Lima, QSL.
Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, Oscar November 7 Alpha Hotel.
Oscar November Alpha Hotel, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima returning. Good evening to you. Name of this in Paul, Papa Alpha Uniform Lima, and I'm in North Yorkshire here. How copy? ON7AH, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima.
Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, ON7AH. Good evening, Paul. Your report 59. The name is Dirk, Delta India Romeo Kilo, just 25 kilometers from the North Sea coast, southeast from Oostend, Paul. Go for Fox Hotel Lima, ON7AH.
ON7AH, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima returning. Well, good 20 over 9 and very nice signal. No problem at all making contact. Good to meet you the first time and put you in the log. Another ON7. Wow, Kurt. That's 2 of you now. You're probably listening to the stream, I think. Yes, I can. So he's hearing it. But situation this end at the moment, I'm running about 120, 130 watts and a homemade wire, homemade microphone, and a Fox Tango 990. And the location here is RAF Leeming, Royal Air Force Leeming in North Yorkshire there. ON7AH, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, go ahead.
Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, ON7AH returning. I was listening to this young guy there, which was well spoken and really the English language was easy for him. Okay. Hi, Paul. So thank you for the 59 plus 20 dB. Running 100 watts here from a Fox Tango 1000. My papa, the antenna is an inverted EV antenna. Back to you, Paul.
ON7AH, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima returning. Yes, I think Kurt speaks 6 languages, so I barely struggle with one. But it's something the English are not very good at, in my opinion, is learning more than one language. But yes, your English no problem, and I've found in the past it's just my accent has to slow the words down slightly. I have a London accent, although I've been a country boy since I was 12. My accent's still quite heavy on the London side if I think about it, and that can run away with you if you don't know that area of dialect if you're European. So I hope that the English you can understand from me, but very well. I mean, no problem with English, and congratulations on getting this far with it. It's very good. ON7AH, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima.
Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima. ON7AH returning. No problem. I like Yorkshire. I've been on several occasions to Yorkshire, to the Dales, to the moors, and then up to the Lake District. I've been several times in the area, and I like it a lot. Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, ON7AH.
ON7AH, Golf 4 Fox Lima returning. Yeah, it is a wonderful part of the country. As I say, I've pretty much migrated to this area of the country. I'm from the south, and now as far as north as I really want to go. But so I'm still exploring. I've been here a few years now, but I still find that places that are so beautiful. You know, that I've travelled the world, but I think sometimes you just see the best of things in your own country with your own eyes. You know, and everywhere in the world has its own beauties, and but they're to be admired in your own country as well. You know, we forget that sometimes. I'd like to visit up Scotland, the east coast of Scotland. That's maybe a trip later when things settle down. You know, with this fiasco at the moment. But yeah, well, I hope things are good with you. How are things over at your site? I used to spend a lot of time in Bruges, Ostend, Bruges, and when I was a child, for many years, my father used to always take us to Belgium, where he used to work, and then we had a holiday after that. So I was fortunate to see quite a lot of Belgium and Holland. I have family in Holland there. But anyway, to see how things are with you over there. ON7AH, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima.
Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, ON7AH. Yes, but yeah, all is okay over here. It's different. It's really different. I really like the north of England. Really like it. Back to you, Paul.
Yes, Roger, I can understand the attraction. But at the moment the weather here is we have 0 Celsius and expecting plenty of snow. With just a few flurries here, really, nothing much to speak of, but some parts of the country you've probably seen have been hit quite bad with the snow, but we've been fortunate so far. But I dare say it's heading our way at some point, maybe this evening, maybe tomorrow. But other than that, all good, really. It's unfortunately the airfield isn't running at the moment. Just had a couple in today, but that's about it. So it's all very quiet at this end. Over.
So give me your location. I'm checking it out afterwards. Back to you, Paul.
Yes, it's Royal Air Force Leeming in North Yorkshire. RAF Leeming, Roger.
Okay, Leeming. Yeah. Okay. Check it out. And what is there? Have there any motor competitions?
Sorry, can you repeat that last? I got something competition, but not the first part. Go ahead.
I mean rally. I'm quite involved in rally. Back to you.
No, I'm sorry. I'm still not. I'm not understanding your question there. Over.
Lost your Mr. I mean motor rally, auto rally, rally.
No, rally station. You don't mean the rally park in the middle of the airfield there, do you? Over.
Maybe the rally car in the middle of the air. Somewhere seeing something.
Oh yeah, I know. Yes, it was. It's not used for that anymore, but the concrete's still there, and sometimes children on the base go on there with electric scooters or electric skateboards so much nowadays, Roger.
Oh, okay. Right, Roger. I understand. But Paul, signals are dropping down, Paul. Is it the same for you?
Roger, it's coming down slowly, but the noise level's going up. But I can still copy you, okay, Roger?
Okay. And once again, my audio, give me a report about the audio quality.
Yeah, Roger, no problem, Dirk, with your audio. It's fine, absolutely fine. I set up some QSB with it, but I've no problem with copying it. It's clear to my ears, my radio. And you're asking me the question, so that's the answer I would give you there. And you're still 5'9", Roger?
Okay, but at the present time, quite a bit of noise. So, SC1000 100 watts inverter C antenna. And what's your setup?
Setup at this end's about 120 watts. A homemade wire dipole. There's no antenna tuner unit or no balins or any matching transformers. It's perfectly resonant on this band only. And the radio is the Yaesu Fox Tango 990, and the microphone is a homebrew. The insert is a military insert there, Roger.
Okay, Paul, all understood, but I'm very sorry the noise is heading up. The noise is heading up, Paul. We surely have to leave the contact. All that, Paul. Golf 4, Fox Hotel Lima, 07AH.
ON7AH, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima returning. Okay, Doug, thank you. I appreciate coming up, and I'll look out for you on the band. It's always a pleasure to meet someone else on the band and someone to share new topics with. So catch you further down the log. All the best for now. Stay safe. 73s from my family to yours. ON7AH, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima.
Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima. It's up and down, Paul. The noise, time to time, there is some noise has to do with some local noise here, Paul. Okay, we'll shortly catch up. All the best. Have a great evening. Bye.
And you, Dirk. All the best. Stay safe. 73s.
Bye-bye, 73.
Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima going clear with ON7AH. Anybody else on the frequency?
Mike 0, Oscar Tango Lima, M0OTL.
M0OTL, good evening to you. Name's Paul at this end, Papa Alpha Uniform Lima, as you might have heard if you're reading the mail. And my location here is RF Leeming in North Yorkshire. M0OTL, Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima.
Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, M0OTL. Okay there, Paul. Nice signal, over 9 plus 10. The name this way is Gary, Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee. And we're located near the city of Bath, a small town called Melksham there, Paul. G4 FHL, M0OTL.
M0OTL, G4 FHL returning. Okay, Paul. Sorry, Gary. And Bath is running about from the Bath, that area. Devices, I know that very well. And around Marlborough, but yeah, well, I'm glad to making a trip down there this evening. It really was. I heard come on the band earlier and they were sort of experimenting with AM, so I kind of followed them around. Picking up with the frequency. So, a few calls. It is noisy. Your report at the moment is 5910. Your audio, so you're making it really well over the noise. M0OTL,
G4 FHL, M0OTL. Yeah, okay there, Paul. Yeah, I know Devizes well. That was my hometown. I used to live out a little village called Urchfont, which is about 5 or 6 miles the other side of the Devizes there. So Devizes and Marlborough, yeah, they're like my hometowns there. But yeah, I'm glad I'm making it over the noise. Running an FT DX3000, about 100 watts into an 80-meter dipo, up around about 45 feet there, Paul. I did hear you talking to the other Belgium station and Kirk, actually. I caught the tail end of it, and then my ears popped up when we were talking about old AM and this, that, and the other. Yeah, it brought back many memories, mate. Many memories, and things like that. Is the airfield, is it a disused airfield there, Paul?
No, it's active. We are now, the base is a training centre, really, and we get a lot of European flights. Places like Switzerland, Austria, Germany, because there's prohibition on night flying, obviously, obvious reasons, and so there's a good area. So it's Norfolk, but they often commuting to Norfolk because it's a flat area or whatever the exercise is. But interesting from time to time, but it's been very slow of recent because of obvious reasons. It ticks over. We were going to be the home of the Red Devils, but unfortunately we lost that to another base, even though our MP tried miserably hard to sort that out, but failed. We didn't get them, but it would have been it would have gone down really well, and it would bring a lot more attention to the base. I know we don't, don't look for that, but actually that in some respects is good for PR there, over.
Yeah, all understood there, Paul. All understood, yeah. Well, as you probably know, we've got a few air bases around. Well, not so much now, because we lost Lynham. I think that's handed back over. That's over with the Army. And then we did have Kemble, which is now privately owned. I think that's Gloucester's airport now. Yeah, we've had a few, I lost a few there, Paul, back to you.
Yeah, Rog, one by one they're going. I saw a massive one in Bicester, just outside of Bicester actually, a couple of years ago. And it's now a town pretty much, a town outside of a town. Yeah, they are going, but some of them are so run down, and I guess it's the land is so valuable. If they're not getting the through traffic, then they get shut down, and it's fuel for the sauce for the goose, having been passed over with the Red Devils being housed here. That would have been good, and as I say, it strengthens its position in still being an active training unit. But I'm not RAF. I was 27 years in the Army, so the RAF I've served with tri-services a few times, and the RAF are probably less than any of the other services available, but they're a bunch of blokes. It's almost impossible to be on the radio at certain times of the day when things are active, certainly the Swiss. They come over in the afternoon, they get quite a few people sort of on radios down the road listening to the tower and taking pictures, etc. But the noise for that is, well, it's 20 over 9 through my microphone, Roger.
Oh, crikey. Gee, that is some noise, isn't it? But, yeah, you're holding up with, you're still sort of just looking at the S meter now, actually. You're a solid S9 there. So, have you got any snow up there at all, Paul?
Oh, well, we've had flurries during the day, but nothing much to speak about, really. What's fallen just here, I mean, I've got quite a big garden, and there's not much to speak about in there. So far, lucky. But, you know, it's still time yet, isn't there? This forecast for another 48 hours, so I don't know. We may get it, may not. I've got a family down in Cambridgeshire, and they had a coating, but it wasn't as bad as they thought it was going to be. So, but that was some hours ago. Things could have changed by now. They could be 2 feet under. But it's very rare they actually get snow in the fens for some reason. I don't know if it's been so close and flat near the coastline. Maybe that's something to do with it. So, you know, they're quite pleased that, well, kids, I say that they're grown up now, but they're quite pleased to be able to go out and have a run around in that for a little while, Roger.
Yeah, I know what you mean. My niece, her children, they've never seen snow before. We had some snow a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, the first time they saw that, they were quite excited. Paul, you said you know Devizes. Did you live there at all, or do you have relations at Devizes and Marlborough at all there, Paul?
No, not really. I've been, I was down there on a couple of exercises, but I had a good friend many years ago. When I was growing up, I worked on the markets, obviously being a London boy then, and he came from Devizes, and he was a very good friend. And I got invited to his home many times after, you know, the market finished, jumped in his van, and we went from there to Devizes. It was a fair old trot, but, you know, it was always enjoyable whether the van would make it or not. I think an old Bedford, there were the side doors on it, and they were all a bit iffy after a few years of use, weren't they? So that's how I really got to knowing about Devizes. And his house, his garden, at the edge of the garden, it had a massive drop. I mean, it must have been 200 or 300 feet. Yeah, I don't know whether it was old. I must have asked at the time why it was like that. I can't remember. But I remember it had a lovely swimming bath in Devizes. I don't know if that's still there. It's in a kind of, I think it had pillars outside it, like a local instrument project.
Yeah, that's right. It's an open air one. No, that's all gone now, Paul. That's all gone, like a lot of the open air ones. But, yeah, I know where you are. Well, I don't know the house you're talking about. I've got a rough idea, but the open air swimming pool, God, when did that close? I'm just trying to think now. Probably early 80s, I think, there, Paul. I think it probably closed around about the early 80s.
Blimey, your OTL Chief Officer return. Right. Yeah, I've learned that on, well, there you go, it shows you how long ago it was. Well, the house right in the town, and I don't really remember walking that far from the house to the swimming bath. But I remember going into Devizes town, and then there was kind of like a road in the town on the left-hand side, and that led to sort of a cul-de-sac, and you sort of got from there, walk the path, and there was the town. So that's quite a few years. I think that was probably about 1977, 78, no, maybe before that, in 73, 74, my God. Oh, yeah. But he died a number of years ago, many years ago. But, yeah, that's how I know about that area. And I've been to just far. And then I kind of went to the other side of the country around
G4FHL, M0OTL return there. I'm not too sure if you can hear me there, Paul. I've got sort of S7, S8 of white noise at the present moment. We've got some QRM just comes right across the frequency there, Paul. Not sure if you can hear me still.
Yeah, I can hear you okay there, Dirk, no problem.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I got you there. It seemed to have died now. It's just like a real white noise came up. I could see it, I could hear it coming up through the on frequency, and it was underneath your modulation, and all of a sudden it just came across the top of you.
Roger. Okay, I found that a lot lately, especially at this part of the band. There's been some weird things going on 80 though. Have you heard that Russian station? I think it's on, is it 6731 or something like that? Have you heard that Russian station, Roger?
No, I haven't. No, not at all. No.
Oh my, it's on every night, and it's kind of like playing stuff that you'd hear from a Starling broadcast or something like that. It's, it was 40 over 9, 2 nights ago, 40 over 9, and then there was, I think last night, it was just like loads of laughter going on. I think it's from an old Lauren Hardy movie where there's the pair of them laughing, insatiably over a bottle of wine they're trying to make into wine or something. But yeah, it was, it's been quite annoying actually. It's shifting frequency. They must be running they're doing at the moment, and it's on constant transmit on a, I guess it's recorded onto a radio or a CMOS or something. They're playing it back as a loop there, Roger.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I did hear something similar to that a couple of years ago, actually. But this time it was sort of like, I think it was Chinese or something like that. Like Chinese propaganda sort of thing. And but I don't think it was coming from, I think it was somebody rebroadcasting it there, Paul. But that was a couple of years ago. That was playing on 80.
Yeah, Roger. It's probably, it's normally when the European, the long skip starts to come in, although I've heard it various times, it's mostly the evening is the strongest signal of stable to the 9. And it's spot on frequency as well. I've looked on the scope many times to see whether it's got any bleed or it's a poor amplifier or any signs of variance, and there isn't. It's it must be an old, someone's fired up or using an old radio transmitter, I would think. I can't see that it's someone sat there with a linear.
Right, yes, yeah, you're probably right there. I just looked you up on QRZ there, Paul. Look at the loop antennas you've got on display there. How do you find them?
Excellent. Well, I'm so impressed with it. I've used many antennas over the years that I've been on radio, and this one's a keeper, I'm afraid. It's staying. I don't have any problems with it. It's perfect match SWR tuned at the antenna from indoors. I have no problem with it. Exactly what I put out, I get out the end of I've got very good cable. So the losses are very, very, very minimal, and good results. The thing since that picture was taken, I've done a couple of mods on it, but it's on a rotator now, and that just changed my world. It was if, let me put it this way, it was as if you just had 10 channels on a radio, and then suddenly you put an EEPROM in it and blew it up to 200 channels. That's what it was like for me, going from one position or running outside and turning it in a rough direction as to putting it on an antenna rotator and filling up the book, Roger.
All right, okay. Yeah, I have heard some people using them for that, but that's interesting. That's interesting because I know some people use them to receive and then obviously what have you. I did think about doing the same sort of thing, having a loop for receive. I do suffer with some local interference, and I would like to try one out to see if I can know the noise out there, Paul.
M0OTL G4 Cherry. Yes, okay, Gary. Well, the thing is that I have heard quite a few amateurs using the long wire. also transmitting on the long wire, receiving on the loop antenna, just keep the noise down. You know, the wires are great, but they can be noisy, and certain times of year they can be even noisier. So your antenna, wow, pick up a lot of noise from LEDs and transformers and stuff. I don't get any noise. I've heard people on the band saying, you know, 7 dB of noise, and that's barely moving the needle. It's actually got 3 horizontal planes on the top loop and 3 horizontal planes on the bottom loop, and then the north and south seem to accordingly are more like the dipole section of a radiant. So it works very well, and the reason I've got 2 loops is that it's more broad-banded. On a single loop it's very narrow-banded. You keep tuning and have to retune the antenna, your ATU, not ATU, your amplifier, etc. It's just a big pain for me. So this will hold 1.5 kilowatt without any flashbang or wallops. Accordingly, I've never put that through it, but I would put money on it that it's capable of doing that without any problem whatsoever. So it's got a high degree of power input. I'm making a coax version for a good friend of mine at the moment. It's exactly the same, but I've replaced the expensive copper pipe. It's not plumbing pipe, it's high electrical conductive copper, and it costs a fortune, and then you have to have it rolled. So I've done the same design but using high quality coaxial, and the results so far are favourable. I've not really seen any noise rise or power loss or anything, so there will be, but the equipment I've got, I can't get it that far down the line, if you know what I mean. I'm using the analyzers and stuff like that and then trying to map it out, but so far it's I hope you'll be pleased with it. It just takes hours to put these things together and get everything just right. There's various ones out there, and this is, as you see by that, is the original idea was the Tesla idea. There's it used wire, obviously, and you'll see different configurations, but actually the patents and that are the same. And over the years, we've always used looped antennas for portable TVs, for radios, for you name it, we've used them, and they work excellent. I don't think that the dipoles that they put on TVs, portable TVs, worked half as well as the loop antenna that they used to have on them, Roger.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yes, yeah. No, it's interesting, and it's. Yeah, I say I know quite a few people. I know quite a few. I know a few people that use them, like you said, for receive, and it'd be a good combination actually. He said it. Funny enough, my mate he was running one. He's from Bristol. He said it was like a different world, just like it was just like having a Yagi for the higher bands, and how different that is running from vertical to horizontal. And obviously with the wire antenna as the transmitting and the receive, it's a different world there. Yeah, you've got me thinking now there, Paul, back to you.
Oh, it's all interesting, If you're interested in anything, just drop us a line in the emails there, and I'll follow it through. But it's just a subject that I've a lot of respect for the background of, and a lot of respect for people that are delving into it at the moment in quite a big way. I've seen designs of this antenna as it was sold off really, but they were kind of mock-ups to see if there was any commercial viability in it, and there wasn't, so they went on to other projects basically. But there are various versions of it, and I've seen people that couldn't get them to resonate correctly, get to the SWR down and stuff like that. The best thing with these is to have them the length from the ground. So if it was, say, 3 meters from the bottom to the top, then have it 3 meters from the ground, you get perfect reflection then. And I noticed also that coming from the rotary dryer that I was using as a stand, temporary, putting it onto a pole that was actually in the ground, and then the rotator, and then da-da-da. Much better. My
G4FHL, this is M0.
No, it doesn't move at all.
I've lost you. I've lost you in the noise again. You've dropped down into the noise. I've got about F7 in noise now, and you've all of a sudden just dropped right into the noise there, Paul.
Okay, well, we might come up again, Gary. I don't know if you get me now. Are you over?
G4FHL, this is M0OTL. I'll say 73s there, Paul. I've lost you in the contact. I'm unable to contact you anymore. I wish you 73s. Stay safe, if you can hear me. And we'll speak further down the log, as they say. G4FHL, M0OTL, now saying 73s.
Okay, Gary, no problem. I heard you on the live stream. Kurt left the live stream up. So all the best to you, M0TL, your 4 Fox Hotel Lima. Take care, Gary. 73s, mate. This is called 4 Fox Hotel Lima. Anybody by them? Still got a tongue-tied. Anybody by them, see? Golf 4 Fox Hotel Lima, final call before QRT. Okay, I would just like to say good night to all the listeners, and hope you're all safe and well. And this is Paul, G4FHL in North Leaming, going QRT. Good night all.
Raz, dwa. Raz, dwa, trzy, raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Raz, dwa, raz, dwa, raz, dwa. Raz, dwa. Raz, dwa, trzy, raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Próba. Raz, dwa. Raz, dwa, trzy, raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Próba, próba, próba. Raz, dwa. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Próba. Raz, dwa. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Próba. Raz, dwa. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Próba, próba. Raz, dwa. Raz, dwa, trzy. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Próba. Raz, dwa. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery. Próba. Raz, dwa.
Thank you.